Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are over here in Perryville, Missouri. You can see the company there on that truck. We had a little bit of snow. I've tried to go live, but it just didn't work. Look, this is a fresh, tiny crack in my windshield. Dadgummit, tiny. That's annoying. Very annoying. Anyway, good morning. How you doing? Look here comes the yard doggy gonna say hello, roof. That's the company we're at. I was gonna do a live, but it wouldn't go through, so I figured I'd come in and talk to y'all a little bit like this. Hadn't been doing a whole lot of these. I love my subscribers. We are over 2,500 now. We've been doing this since 2016. I've had times when I was really religious with it. I mean, hitting it every day, had schedules and everything, but it is hard to keep schedules. I promise you that. It's just one of them things you want to, but you just have a hard time when everything's going on in life and you're wanting to be upbeat and positive. Sometimes things happen to where you cannot be upbeat and positive. It's just so much junk going on, you know. But we keep trying, we keep pushing, we push forward, just like I put up a video yesterday about some of the things we see and we get into out here, and how no matter what, we're truckers. We got to push through, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, or shine, bad weather, good weather, got political upheavals, riots, whatever. These trucks move the freight. We have to supply the nation of the goods that are required for us to go through our daily travels and troubles and turmoils and excitements and, you know, all the stuff. Anyhow, I want to talk a little bit about self-dispatch trucking. I've been doing self-dispatch trucking since 2016. I started off self-dispatching with Schneider in 2016. And with them, it was pretty easy, man. I mean, I picked everything from the phone. I hardly ever had to talk to anybody. 90% was drop and hook, which made it extremely easy on my end, because I'm all about easy. I mean, they made it just about idiot proof. I didn't get a brand new truck through Schneider Finance. I got a gently used truck through Schneider Finance. And that really made the difference, because it kept my weekly payment down low enough where I still made a check. Now, it wasn't the greatest check, because even being a gently used truck, it was still an expensive payment every week. And one of the best things I did was whenever I took that truck and I financed that truck with my bank, that's when things really made a difference, because instead of having a weekly payment, I ended up with a monthly payment, and it was over half as much as far as the cost. So like, I went from $600 a week to like $600 or $800 a month. That was a huge difference. And well, anyway, I did that for a couple years, and then I moved over to Advanced Trucking. And see, the difference between Advanced Trucking and Schneider is, with Advanced, I'm keeping the same trailer all the time. I'm not doing the drops and hooks, which can be good and bad, because drops and hooks, you can move pretty fast between your shippers and receivers. Now, when you keep your same trailer, you got to take care of that trailer. You know what you got. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to having that same trailer. Also, when I moved over to Advanced, I went from getting 65% to 80%. That's a bigger percentage. And the load pool was so much better. The load pool was amazing compared to what I have. Now see, they're trying to make sure he can get in and out. The ice is kind of crazy. They're unlocking trailers and moving stuff around. The joys of working in the snow and ice. But anyway, there's a lot more loads to pick from because we use the DAT board, Uber, CH. I mean, we can pull the TQLs, the Landstars. I mean, we pull a lot of different freight from a lot of different companies out here. We're not just stuck with the Snyder freight board. We have a lot of other places to pull freight from. And that really made a difference as far as the way I route myself, because I route myself through the house. I pick up in Atlanta and deliver in Texas, you know, back and forth because I live in Mississippi and it brings me right through the house. Now, it's like this load that I'm picking up today. I'm in Missouri and it goes to Florida. It's going to cost me about $100 extra, but I'm going through the house and get a shower and stock up my truck for my 10. Well, it's actually going to be over a 10. Better than stopping at a truck stop, paying for a shower, paying for parking, or buying a meal, all that stuff. I'd rather do all that at home than I would on the road. And you can do that with self-dispatch with your own truck. Now, as far as, you know, company drivers and stuff, man, look, if you can get your own truck, bring it over here to Advanced or a company like Advanced, because it is so much. I'm ruined. I would have a hard time working for another company and somebody telling me what to do all the time. I really would. Being able to pick where you go and what you do is a huge difference. And having your own truck, it's a lot more responsibility. But if you got a half a brain, you can make it work. You can really make it work. You got to study it. I mean, you can't be distracted. You can't be doing a bunch of other junk. You need to stay on top of your game. You know, a lot of people, when they park, they go straight to their phones. They go straight to their daydreaming and everything, or whatever they do on the road. When you got your own truck, it pays to study the market, to listen to YouTube videos, to listen to what other people are doing out here on the road. It really does make a difference, ladies and gentlemen. You think I'm joking, but it does. Anyway, I had my own authority. I was self-dispatching at my own authority, of course. Picking my own loads. I had my own direct shipper. And now I'm back at Advanced on the 80/20 board, pulling their trailer. And I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy doing what we're doing now. You can always want more money. I mean, that's always part of it. Money talks and bullcrap walks. That's just the way it is. But being able to go home and turn it off, letting Advanced handle all the paperwork, let them handle all the legalities, make sure everything's straight, pulling their trailer. I'm just responsible for the truck. I mean, literally, like when I get home on Friday or Saturday, I turn it off and I don't worry about it until I go deliver my load on Monday. Because I'm usually always loaded. That's the way I run. I run. I'm usually dropping Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and picking up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know, I drop that morning and pick up that evening. That's usually the way I try to do it. That way I'm coming through the house regular and I'm always loaded. That really makes a difference to me. Being able to get to the house is a huge, huge win. I don't know if they appreciate me filming them, but I'm kind of in a public spot. So, moral of the story, y'all, is if you can get yourself to where you can do a self-dispatch, it really will help your home time. It will help your mentality. You don't have to be lied to by your dispatcher. You're not going to get that phone call in the evening time and be like, hey man, I need a favor. And that's when you know things are going to get bad, because, you know, dispatchers and companies will tell you fibs. They will sure enough tell you fibs. But there's lots of places you can get trucks. I've been eyeballing some of the Aero sales. Now, Aero trucks, they've got some 2022s right now that are pretty nice. And automatic is not a horrible thing. I've had them all. 10 speeds, automatic, I've had them all. Automatic is really good in a lot of ways, but stick shift, it helps in a lot of ways too. So it's either or. I mean, if you're kind of out of shape, your knees hurt, your elbows hurt, get an automatic. There ain't no shame in it. It's probably going to get better fuel mileage. This truck here's fuel mileage is not up to par. It is not up to par. I really wish I got better fuel mileage, but we're making do with it. We're making do with it. She's getting me back in the game. I just got through paying off a $2,300 repair. And once this truck's paid for, then I'll start building up cash, whether I keep repairing this truck or I sell this truck and get another truck. All that remains to be seen, but those are decisions that I can make down the road. It's just a blessing to be back in a truck. And I'm telling y'all, if you can go and get a truck for a few thousand down and get out here on the load boards, hey, you can email me about the company. You can email me about loads. You can email me anytime you need something concerning trucking or salvation. Email me anytime. I had a guy email me this week, and I was more than glad to give him all the information I could. And I'm hoping that he can come over and have a really good shot. Now, you can call Advanced or an email Advanced and see if they may have a lease truck or a truck that you can purchase. It never hurts to start the conversation. If something pops up, they'll let you know. They're good folks. If you have the experience and a clean record, they're going to jump at a way to try to help you, But you got to keep your license clean. You got to keep yourself clean. You can't have a bunch of wrecks. You can't have a bunch of citations, a bunch of DOT violations, CSA points, all that stuff, man. You got to stay on top of that. And there's a lot of different ways for you to do that, and I'm not going to sit here and discuss them all. But use your head. Use your head. Do your pre-trips. Route yourselves where you need to route yourselves. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in the traps that they like to make to get us truckers in trouble. Use your head. Because, there's a future that you can have out here with self-dispatch, with running your own truck, running your own trucking company. There's money to be made. You can do it. There's no doubt in my mind you can do it if you got a half a brain. Don't think that you're the smartest. Don't think that you're the best. Always be willing to listen to others. Always be willing to learn. Because I've been in the game for 25 plus years, okay? And I'm still learning things. I'm still trying to grow as a truck driver. And there are going to always be people out here saying, well, truck drivers are not going to last long term because of AI. No, that's not right. That's not right. They need us. They need these jobs. They need these incomes. Our system is not going to get rid of us. Anyway, that's my hee-haw for today. Like I say, if y'all need me, shoot me an email. It's in the description. onechristiantrucker@gmail.com. Hit me up. God bless. Catch y'all on the next ride.